and welcome to today's lesson. So today we're going to attempt ICT 0417 Cambridge, and we're still looking at mirror image. So let's get right into it. Okay, so we'll open a past paper so that we see how best we can attempt these questions in an exam on mirror image. Okay, so the code for this paper is 0417. Okay, and this is paper 2, which involves document production, data manipulation, and data presentation. All right, so let's scroll down to the part that we're interested in, which is task 4, mirror image in ICT Cambridge. Okay, so it says you are required to carry out a mirror image to send out interview information, and to do that you've been given source documents, the main document which has that code, and the source document. This is the document that contains the data. Okay, for these interviewees. Okay, so if we go and open the main document, the master document, okay, so yeah, so that is a master document for this mirror image. Okay, now we're going to check the data document, or this the one that is containing the source information about that document we're supposed to merge in. Okay, so we open it just to check if at all everything is as it should be. Not that it's necessary for you to open it, you can just go straight into doing the work. Okay, so that is the data that we're working with, and this data has to be combined with the master document for us to produce individualized letters to these people that are coming in for interviews. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is select recipient. By this time, instead of us adding our own list, we're going to select an existing list. So an existing list will always be given, and you're always going to be told where to find it. Okay, so obviously for me, I put it somewhere where I could find it easily. All right, so I select the source document, and once that is done, you can see to say all those other features have been activated now. All right, so you can edit the recipient, you can do a lot of other things now. All right, so the first information says we need to replace the part of the date with a date on which the document is being prepared, so on which the exam is being prepared, and the date format should be in that layout. So the first thing you do is you go to insert, then you go to quick parts, and you go to field. So under fields, you're going to look for the field for date, and you look for the one that has those exact symbols. So you have two date, a small letter DD to represent day, capital letter for months, and YY for years. So it's not the full year, but small letter for year. Okay, so after you're done putting all this, you're supposed to take a screenshot, because that's what the question is asking you to do. You say you're supposed to take a screenshot as evidence to say you've actually gone to set up this part. Okay, so if we check our screenshot that we've taken to see whether we did the correct thing. Okay, so there it is. Okay, so this is it will be copied and it will be pasted in another document. We'll look at that later on. All right, so now we go to question next instruction, which says enter your name, center number, and candidate number, and all those things. For me, I don't have a center number or candidate number, so the only thing I'm going to enter in the footer was saying specifically saying in the footer, so the only thing I will type is my name. Okay, so I type my name, and once the name has been typed, you can just double click anywhere in the main document to close the footer. Okay, all right, so move on to saying so we've already done that. We've already taken a screenshot to show the date field code, and so we move on to the next, which is the master document maintains existing spaces, so those spaces must be replaced with those merge fields now. All right, so where it says first, you replace with the merge field that is going to say first name. Where it says last, you replace it with family name, and it goes on and on like that. So I'll put them side by side to make it easier to make reference to each document. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is obviously highlight the field that you want to replace. Okay, so if you don't highlight, that will happen. Okay, so highlight the field that you want to replace. Okay, then first name, okay. So if at all you need more revision on Microsoft Word, you can check the pop-up button up there to check the other video on basics of Microsoft Word. Okay, so after you're done with all that now, you move on to the next part of the question. Okay, so the next part of the question is saying you need to spell check and proofread the document, so make sure that everything that is underlined red is checked to see if it's correct, or if it always a name, then you ignore it and all that. You make sure the document has no errors in it. Okay. The next question says save and print your master document with the merge fields displayed. Okay, so we go back to the master document, we go back to mailing, okay. So now we go to start and go to step by step. Okay, so just follow the wizard there at the bottom and we check to see how many candidates there are. Just a preview. Okay, all right, so we see to say after 12 these others are blank, so there are only 11 candidates, so we need to edit the source documents or remove and check those other spaces to remove the blank spaces that we have. Okay, then you can go to finish mail merge and print out document, so just print everything. Okay, so you save it in a place that you can easily locate your saved document. Bear in mind to say this printout is going to be saved in PDF format. Okay, so if we go to documents, we're going to find that document there. If we open it, we should find all 12 individualized letters for those people that are coming in for interviews. It says 12 there, and you keep on scrolling, you find different interviewees having to come in on different days and different times. All right, the next question says set an automatic filter to select only interviews where the interview is on their Monday and the interview is after 13. All right, so we go back to our master document and we go back to edit. So we're going to filter that. So we filter, we say we're filtering by day. Okay, and the day should be Monday. Right, and the other thing that we'll be filtering is the time, and the time should be greater than 13 hours. Okay, so yeah, let's do that again because I'm assuming this didn't work out. So let's do that again. Okay. Equal to Monday. Interview time, which is greater than 13 hours. And we say okay. Yeah, so we should have 3 people that are coming in on Monday and 3 people that are coming in, that person is coming around 17, 16, 13 and all those kind of things. Okay, so that means we've set an automatic. So now instead of having 12 letters, we're only going to have 3. so we'll save it under a different name. Okay, so 1 of 3, 2 and 3. Okay, so we move on to the next part, which says yeah, so you take a screenshot. So you need to take a screenshot of that box where you are filtering the information, that box. So after you've entered in all the information, you need to take a screenshot of this so that you show the examiner to say you actually did filter the information. Okay, so yeah, we've taken a screenshot of that. We can close it. Okay, so go to the next question. Okay, so the next question says merge and print out for the interviews only, which we've already done. And the last part says save and close the files. So that means as far as you're concerned, you are done with the part that talks about mirror image. That is how simple things are. You don't have to break a sweat to do that. I think anybody who's in the right frame of mind anyway. Okay, I hope the lesson has been informative, and I look forward to your feedback. Goodbye.